Do you know what the true joy of heaven is? I would venture to say that most Christians don't. When they think of heaven, they think of mansions and they think of angels and perhaps a fantastic landscape and various comforts, a crown. That's not the joy of heaven. You want to know why the Bible gives so very little description of heaven? You know, what's taking place there, what will take place there. You know, in the current heaven and the new heaven and the new earth, not a whole lot of mention of it. And the reason is that the joy and focus of heaven is not what's there or what you'll get, but God, being in His presence, worshiping Him eternally, communing with Him. That's the joy of heaven. That's the joy of spiritual people. The joy of carnal people is having a cushy mansion, a big crown, basically a nicer, cleaner, bigger version of what they have down here. And Christians who think that way about heaven, they're not much better than the unsaved, because that's the way the unsaved think about heaven. It has nothing to do with God, being in the presence of God, worshiping God, enjoying God. It's all about what they're going to have when they get there, how pretty it is, and all these various things that they're going to get when they get to heaven, what they're going to have. That's not the joy of heaven. It's not going to be the joy of the new heaven and the new earth. So if that's what you're looking forward to and trying to get excited about, you're off the mark. If heaven were a gray cube and there was nothing other than God there, it would still be paradise because of Him. Sharing in the eternal joy of His presence. And if everything else about heaven was there and God wasn't, it wouldn't be heaven. So if that's not what you're looking forward to, then you're not really looking forward to the joy of heaven, because that is the joy of heaven. The whole point of it is God. The Lord is there. That's heaven's joy.